Hi, this is Cindy Herb. I'm back with Charles Crooks, the shaman who has helped me these last few years become a very joyful person. Thank you again, Charles, for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
We're talking about shamanism, and specifically this segment we're going to talk about healing, because that's what one of the functions of a shaman, as we found out, is to heal. So now, Charles, I've heard of people seeking out shamans when regular medicine did not work for them. Do you think there is no value in Western medicine?
Oh, no, you need to do 50-50. You need to use the best of Western medicine, Eastern medicine, and the shamanic or healing principles. You can't reject something. That's kind of silly when you think about it, because it's like basically saying, my finger hurts, so I'm going to have a shaman bless it. Well, it's going to continue to hurt until you fix the problem.
Okay, so now there are people, again, that have come to see... I myself, sought out Western medicine, but it wasn't enough for me. And then I sought you out. But do you think a shaman... How can a shaman benefit a person versus any other way? What makes you unique is what I want to know.
Ouch. I can't answer that question like that. That's kind of a difficult question. Because, again, my primary responsibility is to bring out what you already know. And I'll use the shamanic principles and the spiritual principles and things of that sort to basically show you where you got it in your closet, and also to help you release the things that no longer serve you. It is only when you release the things that no longer serve you that you'll be free to allow yourself to heal and benefit. Now, there's some situations that are beyond our help, of course, and there's some life paths for people that have basically come in for the purpose of going through some sort of disease or something like that and having a short life, yes. But again, it's, I have a real problem with, quote, being unique. However, I think I would be, in my work, I'm a complementary or complement to Western and Eastern medicine, so it would be a shame to throw one out just to keep one or the other.
So what I think I'm hearing is you don't want to be considered unique because, as you've stated, we are all part of the whole and not separate, and that would be kind of putting yourself above everybody, and you don't want to be that way. Is that right?
Well, it's not correct anyway. I mean, gee whiz, why?
Well,
doesn't make sense to me.
But what if Western medicine wasn't helping somebody, could you help them?
Up to a point.
To a point.
But remember, there's certain things that they can help that there's no amount of energy that'll help. And yeah, you can probably, in an ideal, perfect world, yes, you could put your finger on somebody and heal a liver that's been or a kidney that's been destroyed, and the perfect world. But when you really look at it, you're going to need some extra help. For instance, LASIK, eye surgery. There's a lot of things you can fix, but when it gets to a certain point, you have to realize both systems. You cannot reject one or the other. But basically, you can use the best that all of them have to offer.
And I appreciate that about you. One of the first things that you said to me when I came to see you, Charles, is people don't know this, but I have some different health issues than most people. And you sat down and I asked you if you could help me, and you said, honestly, you said, Cindy, I don't know. We can try. I've never handled this before, but we will try. And and you also said that sometimes people come into this world with certain challenges.
Yeah. And
can you kind of explain that to our viewers?
Yes. For example, let's say somebody wishes to come in and they says, okay, I would like to do so many things. And they said, but yet, you know what? I have need to learn what this is like. I have need to go through this experience. And so they'll actually set it up. And you can actually have a good astrologer or a good numerologist look at their numbers or their charts or whatever and actually see all this stuff laid out. And if you get and that's the neat thing about it, is you can actually validate this stuff. So yeah, it's not arbitrary.
But now, speaking again about numerology and astrology, we all have choice, though. So people will say, I went to an astrologer and none of the stuff that they said it happened to me. Is it because we do have choice?
Yes, it is. For example, if you, let's say in your chart you have to learn about some sort of emotional thing. Well, if you figure it out, then that becomes moot, no longer in effect. You've risen above that aspect of your chart.
All right. So now when you heal, because you do heal, is that correct?
Yeah.
You do heal.
Mm-hmm. I call it fixing things.
Fixing things. So do you restore balance to the body? Could that be one of the things that happens with people? Is they need balance in their body? They've got things out of balance? Is that because that's what people say to me? I need more balance.
Well, I wouldn't go far as to say that. When I remove an old blockage, then things flow more in harmony with the individual. Under those conditions, a person will feel lighter. I would have trouble using the term balance, and the reason is because it's almost judgmental. It bothers me to use that term because today somebody might be balanced, and tomorrow they may have too much wine and may be imbalanced. So I would kind of shy away from using that statement.
All right. Well, I want to talk again about reincarnation, but I'm going to save that for our next segment. I appreciate you being with us this afternoon, Charles. Thank you so much. If we want to get in contact with you and maybe use your services, how can we do that?
The website, http://shamanic-enterprises.com.
Thank you so much.
And thank you.